Welcome, everyone. I'm glad you're here. Music on the Square. I was reminded that this is the first time since fall of 2018 that Letitia has been on the stage headlining, and so I'm happy to have her back. There was something in between the first time and this time that I can't remember what it was, but something kept her away. There'll be duets for the first half of the first set with Laura Wortman and Dave McKindley-Ward. And in the second set, we're going to add on to the band with EJ Shaull-Thompson and Alex Lacquement. And I'm always recommending that you go back downstairs and get some drinks in the middle of the show. Feel free to move around, have some fun. That'd be fine. And there's the merch table downstairs. Also, remember that our last show of this season is Brooks Long next month, May 13th. Thank you for being here, and enjoy the show.
Hello, everybody. This is my first time having a show that I've promoted since I deactivated my Facebook account. And so there was a little bit of like, oh my gosh, do I even still exist? But you all are here. We beat the algorithm. And this song is, I don't know about you all, but like the return after the pandemic is like simultaneously so invigorating and life-giving, and also a little bit like, oh my God, people. And so it brings me back to remembering when I was like in middle school, and I would make little assignments for myself, and I would be like, today I'm gonna ask Julia what time it is at 2:14 p.m. So this is a song about that. Alex, can you hear my guitar? No. Okay, we're gonna sort that out. Yeah, it's the right channel. There we go. You can hear it now, right? Okay, cool. 1, 2. Always on the outside looking in, standing in the doorway wondering where to sit. I grab a drink, I check my phone, excuse myself to the hall alone. Why do I always wish I'd stayed at home in the middle of a crowded room? Always on the inside looking out, trapped inside a cage I made from all my doubts. Stunted words fall out my mouth, and I retreat back to the couch. I can't ever seem to figure out
Why did I have to say that? Will they tell you when you're older you will have this figured out? Will they tell you when you're older you will have this figured out? Always on the bottom, looking up, dreaming of the day when I'll work up the guts. I know my truth, I know my worth, but that don't make it easier to walk into a room like I deserve a moment of your attention. Will they tell you when you're older you will have this figured out? Will they tell you when you're older you will have this figured out? Will they tell you when you're older you will have this figured out? Will they tell you when you're older you will have this figured out?
So this part of the show are songs that, this is my old friend, David McKindley-Ward. I love playing music with him. And these are songs that are kind of like specially curated by David's hands. They're like, specially selected from the giant trunk of junk songs that I write. And then he kind of puts his magic on them. Actually, this is one that I wrote over a riff that you came up with. We'll do that one.
Is it the one that's on the show?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 2. Oh, you're on the wrong one? Oh, sorry. Yeah, this one.
Okay.
Yeah. I always switch around the order at the last minute, and so I make set lists that look like like those like in the family circus where the kid would drive all over the neighborhood and leave that little line. Okay. Thank you.
And go.
Here we go.
too tender to touch. Lean on your crutch, bandaged and blackened and blue. Ignore the pain, walk a new way, but time hasn't healed this wound. Sand and mud, sweat and blood hasn't set you free. Half-empty cups calling your bluff. She was right, you never put them away. Each second ticks like a sack of bricks. Can't seem to hold on to the days. Said too in a breathless rush, and now she's gone.
And I even changed my mind from the set list where I already changed my mind. So some of you might also know that I'm in a classic country band called Rusty Sal. And so, yeah, there's another honky tonk night coming up on April 21st, I believe, at Waverly Brewing Company. It's very fun. I'm not playing. There's another band coming up from D.C. And anyway, I just like working in a couple of country songs. And this is a Jimmy C. Newman song.
I'd love to have you hold me again in your arms. Hold me and kiss me and share all your charms. To hear you say I love you, I'd be free from all harm. My skies will always be blue again in your arms. The stars way up in heaven all know I love you with a love that is burning and will always be true. Please always love me, darling, with a love that is warm. I'll always be contented again in your arms. The stars way up in heaven all know I love you with a love that is burning and will always be true. Please always love me, darling, with a love that is warm. I'll always be contented again in your arms.
We just sort of worked up this song 2-3 days ago. Wow, that's not entirely true. We worked on it a long time, like, it was early, must have been 2020, right? Because we sort of worked on it the summer of 2020, and then just we're picking it up again. Trying to put the pieces together.
We'll see what happens. Here we go.
What catches the light through barren branches? One glimmer of crimson glints through the gray. I'm still as a stone and I'm barely breathing, and I try as hard as I might not to scare you away. I cling to the earth and make myself heavy. One careless move would lay my heart bare. So I live in the hope that you will come closer, but you might just disappear into thin air. So I try to hide as a coward lies in such a considered disguise. But it's not my fault that my heart wants something so fragile and wild, and as precious and rare as your smile. What catches the light through barren branches? but you might just disappear into thin air.
I know my mom's out there by her whoop.
Yeah, the mamas know the babies cry and babies know the mamas whoop. So I've kind of gotten a little bit into trying to catalog all these different things that you can make wishes on. Because I was with a friend, and he had an eyelash on his face, and so I like got it and was like, blow it, make a wish. And he was like, I don't really believe in wishes. And I was like, what? How could you waste such an opportunity? And so it's kind of like got me thinking about how our attitude towards wishes kind of says a lot about what we think about the world and the nature of reality. Can you guys think of anything that you can make a wish on? What? Oh, a star. Oh, I forgot about that one. Yeah, you can make a wish on a star. Or like a penny in a fountain, or like a padiddle. What? Oh, 11:11. Yeah. And like you see 3 white horses in the same drive. Anybody know that one? That one's a What? Yeah, if you're like on a long drive and like you're going through the country and you see 3 white horses in 3 separate locations during your drive. You get a wish for that.
And they're all juggling.
Yes. What'd you say? The moon. Oh, yeah, this is Ina. That's very good. You can totally make a wish on the moon. Oh, wait. Hey, Ina, do you remember this? You want to come up here and grab this? So this is a magic felt ball that I brought. My friend gave it to me. And you can make a wish on it, but it's only going to come true for the next person who touches it. Okay? So I'm going to make a wish for you. I'm not going to tell you. And then you're going to take it and make a wish for the next person and pass it on, okay? Okay. Okay, there you go, Ina. I love it. She's got a good wishing face. She's like... All right. Here we go.
Brush the eyelash from your sweet face, a fingertip touching, you blow it away. I can't bear to watch good wishes go to waste. Give me humor, give me grace. Rising Libra, Aquarius moon, born to the song of the crickets in June. Your heavy nature you've carried thus far, but some of your burden can hang from the stars. 'Cause I'm a believer. Yes, I'm a believer. Is it falsehood? Is it truth? Is it a voice of the feeling you want inside you? What you call a wives' tale is wisdom at times. The flip of a coin, the roll of the dice. Cause I'm a believer. Yes, I'm a believer. Yes, a believer.
All right, David is going to take a break now, and I'm going to have my friend Laura Wortman come up to the stage. And then, like I said, David will be back for the second set when we have a full band. And I have decided to forego my usual thing of, hey, JoJo. Girls got to do what a girl's got to do. Oh, that is a pretty good spot to sit. Yeah, so we've got more peppy stuff. I thought that, maybe y'all could handle like a slow, quiet set to begin with, ease into it.
I love those new songs that you're doing with David. Yeah, aren't they gorgeous? Sorry.
So, thank you for bearing with us. And then this one is kind of about like breaking free from needing someone else's approval. You guys ready? Okay.
My question lingered in the air till you forgot it was asked. With you just shifting in your chair, moving on to the next test. The slightest furrow in your brow, the averting of your eye, the turn of the corner of your mouth was the measure of my life. What do I have left to prove? Always thought I needed you to witness every single deed I do. I can't count how many days I waited for a word of praise, like the thirsty desert waits for rain. You are a gray sky. You are a gray sky. You don't let the rain fall. You don't let the sun shine. You are a gray sky. With timid moves, my tiny leaves grew only towards your light. With contortion so unnatural, there was only so much to fight. Now I've outgrown a darkened room, and I cannot be tamed. My branches bursting into bloom like embers into flame. What do I have left to prove? Always thought I needed you to witness every single deed I do. I can't count how many days I waited for a word of praise, like the thirsty desert waits for rain. You are a gray sky. You are a gray sky. You don't let the rain fall. You don't let the sun shine. You are a gray sky. You don't let the rain fall. You don't let the sun shine. You are a gray sky.
Give it up for Laura Wortman over here.
Thanks. It's really fun to see some dancing up front. This doesn't happen that often with slow folk music, so more please. You're welcome. Thank you.
I also have been really into collecting these stories of when people are going through kind of a rough time, and and then they spend some time alone in nature, and then they have some sort of like totally unexpected encounter that seems to like from which they glean some sort of message. This is about one such story from a friend who saw a manatee.
voices, and you're breathless, and you're breathless.
Y'all doing okay tonight? So good to be with you. Yeah. It's been really fun to work on these songs. Sandy is Letitia VanSant. Sandy, I call her Sandy. A lot of people do.
My real name's Letitia, though.
Yes,
for
Letitia. Yes, I try to be really mindful on stage, though, that like that.
No,
that
it's no secret. It's just it was just so the whole story, since we're on this subject, and it's an old Letitia is like an old family name. There's like a whole bunch of them in my family. My mom goes by Tish, and my aunt goes by Letty, and there's another Tish, and there's another Letty. And so when I was born, they wanted to give me the family name, but they called me Sandy by VanSant, which is my middle name. So then when I started to play, I thought Letitia made a cooler stage name than Sandy.
It is like the coolest name. It's such a beautiful name. But I often find myself, in my head, like talking to friends. I'm like, Sandy, and they're like, who's Sandy? And I'm like, Letitia VanSant. And then when I'm like, Letitia, they're like, who's Letitia? Sandy. Just trying to get it all straight, but
well, just remember, you can't get it wrong.
That's true.
All the
it's
answers
all the same
are
person.
Right. Yeah.
Well, anyway, I was gonna say that Letitia VanSant, also known as Sandy, is an amazing songwriter and does just have a wealth of songs to share with people. And I have had the great privilege to work on these songs we're playing for you this evening with her over the last couple of years. And we're finally making an album of songs together.
Yeah.
It's really exciting.
Yes. We've been working on it with our friend Aaron Buchheister, who's so wonderful, and he has like 1,000 guitar pedals.
It's trouble.
Yeah.
It's real trouble.
Yeah, so it makes us want to buy gear. If you hang out with Aaron, then you start wanting stuff.
It's already happened. We already bought a new guitar pedal. Aaron, if you're watching, we bought the Protein distortion pedal. Thank you. Mo pedals, mo problems.
Yeah, this show sponsored by Anyway, so this song is one that I wrote it's inspired by a time when we were on tour in Scotland, and it was like this horrible rainy day, but I only had this like one chunk of time when I could possibly go for a run, and I was like, it's pouring rain, but I'm still gonna go. And then it just was awesome. So this is about that feeling. All right.
Make this something I can hold on to, like a stone in my hand. Just a moment to take in the view, hear the rain meet the sand, like blowing gentle breaths onto an ember, so I can gaze upon its fleeting glow. I drink the misty air so I can remember the freshness of this place after I go. Well, this is just the most amazing inside my chest, like a flock of birds taking flight and diving and weaving. Well, I don't know where they're going, but they're headed west. I'm alive, I am well. West Kilbride, ring your bells. I'm alive, I am well. West Kilbride, ring your bells. I left the door unlocked while they were still sleeping. I barely found the path down to the stream. A choir of cascades and a chapel of beaches showed the winding way out to the sea. Well, I wish I were not leaving tomorrow. The sweetness of the rain I'd never have guessed. The dull ache of my pain, the sharp blades of sorrow were carving out a space for this in my chest. I'm alive, I am well. West Kilbride, ring your bells. I'm alive, I am well. West Kilbride, ring your bells, ring your bells, ring your bells.
A lot of these songs, like, I think my default, like, vibe of song that I write is either, like, sad or angsty. And then so I've been trying to, like, pick out only the ones that, like, have a more positive vibe for the shows. But here's an angsty one for you, in case you're into it.
We've never played this one together in front of people, right?
True. Yeah, this is a lot of fresh stuff.
It's a lot of fresh stuff.
Yeah. You get the first batch.
Freshy
of
fresh.
The recipe. Still experimenting. Yeah.
Fun. Y'all are good people to experiment in front of.
I know. I'm trying to like keep my eyes closed because I'm like a lot of stuff I have to like concentrate, and I'm like, okay, I can't look at the super pretty little girls dancing in the front row. It's like
Don't get distracted by the pink skirt.
yeah. Okay. Here we go.
How can I live with myself in a room with no doors? Mark the walls, pace the floor. How can I live with myself? How can I fall asleep at night with these ghosts in my head, burning coals for a bed? How can I fall asleep at night? Some deeds can't be undone. Some battles cannot be won. In West Africa, some words can't be unsaid. Captive, I'm held by my shame. There's no one else to blame. I have no choice but to stay until I choose to walk away.
Okay. Hey, this is you. This magical instrument is called a harmonium, in case you were wondering. It looks a little bit like part of a Rube Goldberg machine setup, I feel like. Are you disappearing for dramatic effect? Or oh, it needs a dampener? You found something to dampen. All right. This is a song that was inspired by a piece of writing that I read by Eknath Iswaran. And this is just one more song, and then we're going to have the full band. And in the meantime, you are welcome to go and get a drink downstairs. I remembered.
I am but a tender leaf on an ancient mighty tree. Every blessing I receive may serve to meet a greater need. Invite the rain, drink deep the sun. I give my thanks and pass them on. I do not worry where to go. My only task is just to grow. My deepest yearning for the light, the clearest view of open sky. And though my branch may someday die, I've served the purpose of my life. I am but a tender leaf on an ancient mighty tree.
All right, we'll see you after the break.
Well, shit. My brother just said he loves your guitar playing. I also love guitar playing. It's not, I didn't. But he just said it to me. He just said it.
Is he here?
Yeah. Oh, they're gone, but he's here.
Will, right?
John, brother two.
Brother two. Wait, how many brothers do you have?
Two. Well, he's the middle. Yeah, so I guess he'd be brother two. I'm brother three. Will's brother one.
With baby?
Could you remind me about how the song starts, where I do the thing? I get that in my brain. Let's see, right?
It is in, yes, it is in, are you in C right now?
So it's like, right, so that's what,
But it's going to be much slower.
Yeah, okay.
Right, so,
oh, right. That's straight, too.
and then you can do it again. Yeah, you got it. I mean, if you don't do it exactly like that.
I just can't remember I couldn't remember the actual groove or clearly the groove or anything. So it's, thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Hey, Laura. Do you think I'll be able to creep up here to play a harmonica solo? Which, yeah. Okay.
And you're going to be walking up with your bass too, right?
Yeah.
So, my feeling is that she's learning this, but this chord will hopefully not be here or anything like that.
Oh, she's going to be actually playing this.
Or one of those little
That's, can I stand here or? Whatever. It'll work. The very first one.
yeah, so whichever one. Yeah, we'll just make sure.
And then, if we end up doing encore, I will play the Dewdrops.
Why not? I mean, you just play it back.
I'll just play it back. Yeah, probably. Soon.
I should have worn my cash shoes. My stuffed up fancy.
I was like, don't wear my purple pants because otherwise I'll look like. Otherwise, I might quit staying out in the stage.
I can just wear my shirt blue and unbuttoned.
Yeah,
But I have my shirt on.
we both have purple pants and blue shirt. And at
Living with Alex got me
What
finally a
happens when you're
wardrobe
in
that I also like.
it just happens when you live with someone, you know. You just start.
Peggy and I dress alike all the time.
Kathleen and I are getting there too. We're there already.
Yeah.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the second half of the concert. Yeah. Jim asked me to program music here many years ago, and then I approached him about reviving the series, and I said, who do you want to have? And he said, we have to have Letitia. And I thought, well,
Oh, thanks, Jim.
I thought, well, so do I. Like, I guess of course I'll play. Because I've been playing with her for many years, so I'm sort of wearing the hat as the person who helped organize this and also the person on stage. So, as the person who's not on stage at this moment, please make welcome again for the second half, Letitia VanSant.
It's what we call a conflict of interest. This is a song about when we got a fixer-upper, and I learned that sometimes to set things right, you have to tear everything down. Make a huge mess first.
Like sand caught in my bed sheets, it is rubbing around my chest. Makes me pace in all these circles, wakes me nightly in a sweat. These darker hours before the dawn are where I keep my regrets. My mind says everything is fine, but my heart chomps at the bit. Is it wrong to want what I want, to find what's right? Gotta cut it to the studs. Well, something here is not quite right. Yeah, something's all messed up. I'm knocking down the walls tonight. Gotta cut it to the studs. I know that I must sacrifice all the sentimental stuff. Gotta get the wires and run it right before the drywall goes back up. Is it wrong to want what I want, to find what's right? Gotta cut it to the studs. People risking all they have in fragile little boats. But me, I lay here in my bed reading Wendell Berry quotes. Well, he has something figured out. Yes, he knows how to hold. And that's a skill that I might need in a fragile little boat. Is it wrong to want what I want, to find what's right? Gotta cut it to the studs.
Come on, Laura. Give it up for Alex on the D-flat harmonica.
Have we got the gumption to believe that we could start anew? It must be called naivety or the foolishness of youth. But only fools can sleep in homes with the cracks running through. Yes, we must build from the very start, something level, something true. Is it wrong to want what I want, to find what's right? Gotta cut it to the studs. Is it wrong to want what I want, to find what's right? Gotta cut it to the studs. You gotta cut it to the studs. Gotta cut it to the studs.
We have the double electric guitar. Oh, yeah.
Too kind. It was kind of awesome. This is like a Sandy sandwich of electric guitars.
Yeah. It's my dream come true. What'd you say?
Right?
Yeah, you know, what? Oh yeah, I was wearing. You didn't see before, but I was also wearing a navy blue shirt before too. It's a good color. It's totally unobjectionable. So I read this article about light pollution that said that all the fireflies are having trouble finding their mates because they're getting so confused by all of the city lights. And I thought, wow, I can totally relate to those fireflies. And one of the things I liked about the article was that all we have to do to deal with the problem is to turn out the lights. And it made me think that some of the answer to some of our problems might be to simplify. This song is called Circadian.
The fireflies are blinking, cannot seem to find their mates. The birds are flying south, cannot seem to find their way. They're blinded by the lights, the city's halo night, and they're all lost and lonely as I am. Sitting by the seaside, hear the crashing of the waves. The tidal flow keeps time with the passing of the days. The beating of a drum, it beckons you to come and dance to these rhythms, circadian. Just below the surface is a song, waiting for us to sing along. the snow had fallen deep. It quieted the streets, and I felt a precious sense of peace.
Laura over here is in an awesome band called the Honey Dewdrops. And I was a fan before we were friends. And they have an album coming out next week. And it's going to be, they have a show coming up at the Creative Alliance on Friday.
Yeah, thank you. Yes, with some special guests that are currently on this stage too. So please, please come and see more of these folks that are going to play and join us.
Oh, hold on. I'm on the wrong chord. We have one of our guitar stands break. So we have a little bit of like musical instruments to play. All right, this song is called Girl Crush.
I was skipping stones, you were rolling up your jeans. You said that you would dig up every crawdad in the creek, and you were unafraid of reaching in the deep. So I sit on the bank and watch you bring them back to me. You don't seem to fight it off. You just do what you want. And then before the game, I put your hair in braids. From the sidelines I would watch you storing touchdowns in the rain. Somehow you had the nerve to take off your muddy shirt, and you were unafraid to show the world all of your curves. You don't seem to try so hard. You're alright just as you are. Ooh, hey, yeah. Ooh, hey, yeah. Oh, hey, yeah. Ooh, hey, yeah. Your studded leather vest, my thrift store sequin dress. We would walk to the convenience store with no one to impress. I wanted to confess, but I cannot express the tangled mess of sunshine that was bursting from my chest. You don't seem to push and shove. You just love who you love.
You all just witnessed Alex Lacquement's debut on the electric bass. Well, actually, his debut since 2010 when
I was in a band.
Electric Pool Party.
That's right.
his band was called Electric Pool Party.
I still have a few stickers that could still be for sale.
Oh, I definitely want one. I am definitely your first customer.
I'm second.
I want that.
I want one of those too.
This is one that Laura and I have been playing on in the studio and have gone totally wild with the pedals.
This is where the Mo pedals, Mo problems started.
We don't actually have those pedals with us, but you can really just imagine, probably.
I'll use all my pedals.
David will stand in. Yeah, it was really. I think that Letitia will tell you more about this song, but I think I played a pedal to match it, actually.
Oh,
the vibe and the subject matter.
Yes. I wrote the song after I went to the Grand Canyon for the first time. It really puts your life in perspective.
And your guitar, apparently, when you play through a Grand Canyon pedal.
The pedal is called the Grand Canyon, yeah.
Any other pedal guitar nerds out there? I know of at least one. Yeah, there he is. That's Keggy.
All right, the song is called This Too Shall Pass.
The tallest of the peaks survey the legacies of old. Tread the valleys deepest deep, the boulders falling far below. Pebbles shifting underfoot, a mountain shifting high above. Canyons ever each storm and flood. This too shall pass, too shall pass, too shall pass. This too shall pass, too shall pass, too shall pass. Tend your soul and blistered feet, and find a place where you can rest. Watch the waning colors flee, the sun is rising as it sets. Ever-present waxing moon, how many phases has she run? Stars deliver ancient light, the messages of dying suns. This too shall pass, too shall pass, too shall pass. This too shall pass, too shall pass, too shall pass. In your arrogance, appraise the dynasties of stone. crumbling into shifting sand, the things that you have called your own. The smallest patterns will repeat on scales as large and wide as time. Heed the message you receive, ever humble to the earth divine.
We're going to do one of Laura's songs now. I freaking love this song. Yes. More pedals, more problems. Case in point.
It's happening.
More basses, more problems.
Try to fix the bedspread, get the wrinkles out. Push and pull and tuck the sheets tight. Scrub the dirty dishes till they're clean. I can't seem to get it off my mind. Scrub the dirty dishes till they're clean. Stack them on a shelf till tomorrow night. The way they wait for me, so patient. I can't seem to get it off my mind. I'm not in control like I thought. The sky goes gray, well, I like it enough. Leaf in the wind, don't get to choose her landing spot. And I'm not in control like I thought. Fill the empty space in a conversation. Say the things that I don't mean to say. Send out all the wrong information. Pours down around me like the falling rain. Not in control like I thought. Sky goes gray, I like it enough. Leaf in the wind, don't get to choose her landing spot. And I'm not in control like I thought. Can't talk down a burning wildfire. I drained on half a flooded riverbed. Think you got a grip on everything, but that's when it all slips away. I'm not in control like I thought. The sky goes gray, well, I like it enough. Leaf in the wind, don't get to choose her landing spot. I'm not in control like I thought. I'm not in control like I thought. I'm not in control like I thought.
Laura Wortman, everybody.
Thank you. Thank you so much for letting me sing that for your show.
My pleasure. This is one that I played at a Ukraine benefit a couple of weeks ago, and then somebody wrote to wanted to hear this song again, so I'm doing it. It's the one I wrote at the very beginning of the pandemic, and I had several different versions of the song. The first one was kind of like scared, and then the next one was cynical, and then the next one was more inspired by how in those days, I think one of the lessons that I took from it is that in times of crisis, it can often be when we when people are their most generous and bravest selves. So I think that's what we are seeing from a lot of people in Ukraine. It's also when a lot of systems are in question and a lot of big changes can happen very quickly. So this song is called How to Live.
I forgot all the bulbs I had planted, till the first tender leaves sprouted up. Dusty cans in the back of my pantry are suddenly more than enough. Miss Betty next door, she baked me some bread after I chipped the ice from her steps, till I asked for a hand with change in a flat. Didn't know I had so many friends. Well, it turns out my lifetime of savings wasn't all made of zeros and ones. 'Cause when I find that I don't have something, I can call up somebody who does. When the cowering emperor has lost all his clothes and the whole house of cards tumbles down, when the bull and the bear deal their fatal blows, we'll still be standing on fertile ground. There is so there is so much we have. Help us know our own strength. Put the tools in our hands, and may all of our tears for what we could not change help us work harder for what we can. Our loaves and our fishes, the more that we gave, well, the more that we found we could give. And the day that we learned that we would not be saved was the day that we learned how to live. out in the yard. Well, it turns out my lifetime of labors was woven into a great web, and every kind word to a stranger can strengthen it with a new thread. When the world's upside down, while we're all unrehearsed, it's the moment that will tip the scale. 'Cause today is the day that we put the last first. Watch our better angels prevail. There is so much we need. There is so much we have. Help us know our own strength. Put the tools in our hands. And may all of my tears for what I could not change help me work harder for what I can. This one is called Eye of the Storm. The dawning of a new day, the lighting of a new way through the dark. I feel the breezes of a Sunday, the sweetness of a first taste in my heart. Can you tell? You beckon me from my own shell, from drowning in the wishing well, from hoping for a better version of myself. Can you tell? You turn me from the gates of hell, freed me from an unlocked cell, watching all the currents rise and swell. Center of the stood behind me, the ever-present grinding in my mind. I live the shroud that so defined me, the tethers that confine me in my mind. And I know that I am but a settled stone, resting in the depths below. And I have learned that I'm worn smooth by the flow. And I know, no matter how the winds may blow, a burden's in the heavy load. I have seen the center still will hold. Here it is, I in the center of the storm. Here it is, I in the center of the storm. Here it is, I in the center of the storm. Here it is, I in the center of the
Hey, Laura, you want to come back up? Sorry, I cut one without telling you. I'm keeping you on your toes. Yeah. I was at this festival out in Texas a couple of years ago, and there was a songwriter who had recently passed away named Jimmy LaFave, who was really a beloved person. Yeah, wonderful songwriter. And people were just singing his songs around the campfires that year, and I could just still feel his energy moving through the world. And it was a moment when I just felt this gratitude that we live on a planet that has water and it has air, and we can vibrate the air and we can make music. This is a song that's called Something Real.
Watch the dying embers float to the sky. Hear the creatures calling out soft and wild. The silence doesn't mean the meaningless words, like plugging up a well with cheap filter. Holding this guitar makes me think of Tom. He would open up the circle, make you feel you belong. A river flowing clears a stone apart. This pain has carved a canyon into my heart. Someone give me a song to sing that sounds like something real. I want the whole world to know exactly how I feel. All of the hinges so stiff with rust. I always thought that I just wasn't strong enough. For warp in the windows of my shattered soul. Let the thunder and the rain and the breezes blow. We suffer from a wound called love, from some other victim, a God above. It bleeds and it yearns, it festers and burns, and music is the closest thing I know to a cure. Someone give me a song to sing that sounds like something real. I don't want the whole world to know exactly how I feel. How I feel. How I This vibration inside your throat, it travels the air as a heaven below. I get this feeling deep in my bones when I say with you I feel less alone. The hotel lobby or the Grand Ole Opry, I only want to say the truth. I don't care who's listening out there, I only want to say with you. Someone give me a song to sing that sounds like something real. I don't want the whole world to know exactly how I feel. How I feel. How I feel. How I
We've just got two more for you all. Thank you all so much for being here with us.
Well, just saying thank you. I want to say thank you to all the folks who make this happen, because it's not a one-person show. There's so many people. There's Sarah Miller up there doing
Yes.
the monitoring.
Thank you.
There's Joanna Tillman, who's doing the lights up here.
Thank you,
and staying
thank you.
up and making this whole space look beautiful. There's Jim Hamilton, the pastor, and Amy Sens, who are they're both here at the church. They make the church run, and they're here working in front of house, and they're the people who make this thing happen.
Yes. Thank you, Jim and Amy.
And there's Vaughn, who helps with the live stream, and there's Bill Egbert and Joe Ulrich, who are running the bar. There's so many people, so thank you to all of those, and thank you to all of you for being here. And please tell your friends and anybody about the next show on May 13th with Brooks Long.
He's amazing.
He's amazing.
Yeah.
An amazing songster. It's gonna be a night of solo Brooks Long. So you want to check that. That'll be the last one in our series, and then we're gonna work on some stuff for the fall. So I hope to see you May 13th.
Yes. And venues like this are such a labor of love. There's just so much more effort that goes into it than the capitalist system can properly recognize. So thank you all so much for this. I really appreciate it.
All right.
And we're gonna sing a song that is it's called Peg and All, and it's written from the perspective of a shoemaker who's going through some changes in the industry.
In 1801, peg and all. In 1801, peg and all. In 1801, peg and shoes was all I'd done. I'm gonna lay me down, my own, my peg and all. In 1802, peg and all. In 1802, peg and all. In 1802, peg and shoes was all I do. I'm gonna lay me down, my own, my peg and all. In 1803, peg and all. In 1803, peg and all. In 1803, peg and shoes was all I'd see. I'm gonna lay me down, my own, my peg and all. They've invented a new machine, peg and all. They've invented a new machine, peg and all. They've invented a new machine. I peg one shoe, it pegs 15. I'm gonna lay me down, my own, my peg and all. In 1804, peg and all. In 1804, peg and all. In 1804, peg and shoes I do no more. I'm gonna lay me down, my own, my peg and all. I'm gonna lay me down, my own, my peg and all.
Give one more hand for Laura Wortman over here. Be sure to go see her show next Friday. And we are all going to be, some version of this band will be playing on May 8th on Mother's Day for a Mother's Day show by Lake Montebello. It'll be at 4 p.m., so you can do brunch and then picnic or some combination of those things. You good? Okay, cool. This is our last song, and it's called You Can't Put My Fire Out.
I didn't run, I didn't scream, I didn't want to make a scene. Too many years I've kept the peace. You can't put my fire out. Too long you've lived inside my mind. You paid no rent, you stole my time. Now I'm taking back what's mine. You can't put my fire out. You never cease to poke and prod, illuminate my every flaw, but you can take it up with God. You can't put my fire out. I taste your words inside my mouth like broken glass. I spit them out. I'm the one who's speaking now. You can't put my fire out. You hurt me, your red hands I can plainly see. You can't put my fire out. Well, something said my heart ablaze. Now you're shining only fans the flames. I won't listen to you say my name. You can't put my fire out. You can't put my fire out. You can't put my fire
Thank you, everybody. I don't know how to sing after that one. Maybe you can help sing this one with me, though. Oh. I'm gonna start playing while you guys are tuning.
There is a town in North Ontario. Dream, comfort, memory, despair. And in my mind helpless, helpless, helpless. Helpless, helpless, helpless. Helpless, helpless, helpless. Helpless, helpless, helpless. Come on, Laura. Helpless, helpless, helpless. Babe, can you hear me now? The chains are locked down tight across the door. Baby, can't you sing with me somehow? Leave us helpless, helpless, helpless. Helpless, helpless, helpless. Helpless, helpless, helpless. Helpless, helpless, helpless. How about harmonica? Helpless, helpless, helpless. Helpless, helpless, helpless. Helpless, helpless, helpless. Helpless, helpless, helpless.
Letitia VanSant, everybody.
Got Laura Wortman, Alex Lacquement, EJ Shaull-Thompson, David McKindley-Ward. Thank you all so much for being here.
If you want to